Hey there, y'all. Meteorologist Kristen Walla here, doing a quick chat and check on the radar forecast for the weekend, things like that. I'm hoping to keep this to 5 to 10 minutes. I don't want to take up too much of y'all's Easter weekend. But again, just wanted to go through this forecast with y'all and let you know what's going on this weekend. So we do have a weather impact alert in effect. This is for those high rain chances heading into tonight and through the overnight hours tomorrow and into tomorrow evening. At that point, we'll finally start to see the rain chances coming down just a little bit, but overall from tomorrow morning throughout most of the Easter holiday, it's looking pretty rainy. So just make sure that you have a way to receive weather alerts, especially if you're going to be outdoors. Maybe you're watching me live from Labani Park, camping out there this weekend. You're heading maybe to the Sunrise Passion Play at Cole Park. It'll be a good idea to make sure you have those weather alerts able to get in touch with you, and just be flexible when it comes to plans this weekend, because we're already seeing some of that hit and miss activity tonight. So if you had plans tonight, some places you were good to go, others not so much. So here's a look right now at radar across the coastal bend. A lot of the heavier activity this evening has been to our south, but I'm going to start with the north first. You can see where that cold front is. It's this line right here. So some little showers and storms right along it, but overall not quite as much going on up in the northern part of our area. Now down to the south, this is where we're finding some of those stronger showers and storms, some heavier stuff. This one right here was previously warned heading in, actually it was this one. This one was previously warned. I believe this one had a special weather statement for it, but this one was previously warned this afternoon for some small hail, some gusty winds, things like that. As of right now, we don't have any severe watches, warnings, special weather statements, none of that stuff right now. In terms of hail, that was the reason why this storm earlier this evening got warned. As I just mentioned, it had a little bit of hail with it. Currently, there's some small hail being picked up in this storm to the north of Fremont, but again, well below any severe weather thresholds. This is what it looks like out in Petronella. We have a camera out there. I believe this is facing to the southwest. I can actually move it, I believe, and I can also look what direction it's pointed. So right now, it looks like it's about west-southwest, and then this is about due southwest. So you can see those storms out towards Fremont into the southwest of Petronella. Now in town, we have quite the view here from our tower camera. Again, I can move this one for y'all. I just have to access it. But this is also looking generally to the southwest. This one moves a little bit slower, so bear with me. But you can see the contrast between the sunshine over to the west, where they're finally clearing out a little bit, and down to our south and southwest here. You can also see the clouds moving pretty quickly across the camera, across the screen there. So we do have rain on the radar this evening. It just has not made its way into Corpus Christi yet, but that is coming heading into tomorrow for sure. So for tonight and tomorrow, tonight we have scattered showers and a few storms, as we've seen this evening around the coastal bend. Temperatures behind that front coming in are going to be in the low 60s to maybe even some upper 50s. And you can tell our temperatures, they pretty steadily decline into those lower 60s tomorrow morning. Now into tomorrow afternoon, this is pretty interesting. As the latest forecast models have come up, we have seen temperatures really going down. So as of right now, temperatures for tomorrow look to stay in those lower 60s and in possibly the upper 50s in a couple of places. What I'm looking at right now, if you see my eyes darting around, it might not have popped up on here, but the Weather Service did issue just now a flood advisory for parts of Duval, Jim Wells, Clayburgh until 7:45. So I am going to go out on a limb and assume it's down for this area. I'm going to find it in my options here and pop that on the radar for y'all. It'll take just a second. there's a couple different types of flood in here. So there we go. That's the one. I clicked the wrong one. So flood advisory, and I will read the details here. I'm just trying to see if it gives me an estimate as to how much rainfall has fallen in this area already. It says up to 2 inches have already fallen. An additional 1 inch is possible. It could result in minor flooding. So that's what this flood advisory is for. It's not a flash flood warning. It's just a flood advisory saying, hey, we've already had a decent amount of rain in this area and we'll probably see a little bit more. It does look like, and I'm going to pop up the border so we can see. There we go. It does somewhat look like it's moving south out of the polygon there. I'm trying to get my pointer back for y'all. So it's not totally taking up this entire box anymore. It's kind of confined down to this corner, so that tells me it's kind of moving out of the area. So for this area right here, this little corner of Jim Wells and Clayburgh counties, not so much Duval County. There's not too much going on right there. It just kind of got clipped in this advisory. Heavier rainfall still on the way for y'all. It's a pretty slow moving storm, it looks like. So futurecast, what are we looking at for the rest of the evening? Those showers and storms going to continue to work south as the front pushes through, and by 10:30, 11 o'clock, a lot of the activity on futurecast seems to be a lot quieter, not quite as heavy, not quite as widespread. And at this point, we're actually going on air pretty late tonight. If you haven't seen the TV guide or any of our posts, we're going on at 10:45 after the 10 Commandments. That movie is on. That's why we had a 5 p.m. news instead of 6 today. So overnight, we'll see scattered activity, nothing crazy, nothing super widespread. You'll see those temperatures falling into the low 60s and upper 50s, but tomorrow by lunchtime, this is when our rain chances start to pick up. So maybe if you're doing something in the early morning hours, we have hit and miss stuff on the radar. But once we get to tomorrow afternoon, after lunchtime, it's a lot more widespread. So I know this is when a lot of folks want to do their outdoor activities, whether it be cooking out with the family in the backyard, Easter egg hunts after the bunny visits, things like that. It's going to be pretty wet and pretty soggy. So if you want to have an Easter egg hunt in the rain, by all means go for it, just as long as there's no thunder or lightning. You just have a very muddy mess on your hands and very muddy kiddos heading inside after that. So even into tomorrow evening, we are still looking at pretty widespread shower activity. So this does look to be a pretty much all day thing with very few, if any, breaks in the rain, unfortunately. I know this is a big holiday for a lot of folks here to get outdoors, whether it's going to Labonte Park or just having an Easter egg hunt, the Sunrise Passion Play. I think that's 7 o'clock at Cole Park tomorrow. Just take an umbrella, just in case we do see some showers, those scattered showers right on top of where you are. That would not be fun to be standing out there in the rain, but they do put that performance on rain or shine, we are told. So again, tomorrow, egg hunts, probably a no-go unless you just really want a soggy, muddy mess. And so long as there's no thunder or lightning, to each their own. Now into Sunday night, Monday morning, we'll see rain chances slowly starting to come down. We'll still have some stuff on the radar, and temperatures are cooler down into the mid and maybe even some lower 50s across the coastal bend. I believe CCISD still out of school on Monday. They go back on Tuesday. Now into early Monday afternoon, you can see things on the radar, at least in terms of rain, starting to clear up, but we do remain a little bit on the cloudier side, at least until maybe Monday evening. So by Monday evening, our rain chances for the most part have come down to where they've been for the past few days, 10, 20% or so. In terms of rainfall, this is just kind of a overall broad view in terms of the actual forecast itself and of the watershed. So we are expecting rain in the watershed. A lot of the rain has already passed by, but as you just saw, we have more on the way with those pulses of energy coming across West Texas, Mexico, and into South Texas. So the rain event is not done yet. For anyone who wants to say that all the rain missed the watershed, there is still more on the way. So, excuse me. I forgot how to function for a second. So, in terms of rainfall around the coastal bend, I think a good broad brush stroke forecast, if you will, for everyone is around 3/4 of an inch up to maybe 1.5 inches. But this is a little bit more detailed forecast. I think higher rainfall totals are coming into play for our inland areas. And then specifically kind of this area, we've already seen a lot of shower and thunderstorm activity kind of to our southwest. So that's kind of where we're anticipating the highest rainfall totals. Of course, with some of these being thunderstorms, locally higher totals are possible than what you see here. And then with this amount of rain, you know, 1 inch or 2, it's nice. But as we've seen already kind of in this area down here with that flood advisory, it can stack up pretty quickly, especially when we are in drought conditions. So we need the rain. The rain will soak in because our soils are so dry. But the fact that the soils are so hard packed and you get a quick 1 inch or 2 of rain on top of that, instead of it soaking in, it's just going to run off. So that's kind of how we get flooding whenever, like, yes, we have drought, and yes, we have rain. You would think it would soak in, but there's a little bit more to it than that. So we do have a marginal flood risk for today, this evening, and into tomorrow as well. So our highest rain chances do look to stay tomorrow during the day, that widespread chance for showers. A couple of storms still possible, but I think the main storm threat would be tonight, this evening and tonight. Rain chances start falling off into Sunday evening, overnight into Monday. We're finally starting to clear up just a little bit. Now, if you are traveling, again, it's a big weekend to be with family. Here's just kind of a wide view of the state of Texas. You'll notice for Easter Sunday, we are the ones getting all the rain down here in South Texas. So up towards San Antonio, Austin, Houston, pretty much south of I-10. It's on the cloudy side, but most folks there staying on the dry side. A stray sprinkle possible, but we're the ones down here getting all the rain. So you'll notice those temperatures again, 50s and 60s tomorrow afternoon instead of the 80s that we've been seeing the past few days. So Easter across Texas, pretty different depending on where you are. Into Monday, again, temperatures are a little bit cooler. We're starting to dry out. And then maybe, as I mentioned, seeing a little bit more sunshine possibly into Monday afternoon. We'll have to see just how quickly the moisture and clouds clear out of here. So here's a few different cities up the highways and interstates. I guess 59 is kind of Interstate 69 now, but anyway, as I mentioned, most places going to be on the dry side, stray sprinkle possible up towards San Antonio, but overall, I think these places, even though they're all to our north, I think they're going to be warmer than we are tomorrow because we're seeing that front now and we are finally getting the cooler air behind it and almost exacerbating how cool we are just based off of the clouds and rain sticking around. So for tomorrow, we're going to keep our temperatures in the lower 60s to upper 50s, and we have those widespread rain chances. Again, unfortunately, it is Easter Sunday. I know the timing could be a little bit better, but we do for sure need the rain chances. So into the 7-day forecast, you'll notice we are a lot cooler tomorrow than we will be by about 10 degrees almost any other day. We gradually get warmer into the rest of the week, and morning temperatures, they also go up, but they do go down a little bit into Tuesday morning, low 50s in the area. So that'll be nice. Probably keep the jackets out if you already put them away. You may want to bring them back out. Rain jackets though tomorrow. So that is going to wrap up this Facebook Live. If anything else pops up severe, any warnings, anything like that, I will be sure to get on here and let y'all know. But for now, I think that is going to do it for me. Y'all have a happy and blessed Easter.